Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Faeologist. We left off last time with a discussion with the one doctor lady who is from a rich family and discovering the facts of death about what happened to the other people. So let's go ahead and continue. I don't know how much longer of this demo there is, but I've been enjoying it quite the same, and I hope you two have well. Okay. Dr. Rayford glances at me and then at Mr. Henkel and then back to me again, and then back to me with a glimmer of mischief in her smile. Are you sure, Professor? I let out a resigned sigh. Sometimes it can be quite difficult to deal with her teasing. Yes. When I address my patron once more, regret colors my tone. Mr. Henkel, would you mind coming back another day? I have something crucial to discuss with the doctor at present. Of course, I understand. Your scientific pursuits precede all else. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for dropping off those muffins. He only replies with a smile. I'll see you soon, right? As soon as possible, I promise. As exchanges brief goodbyes, and then departs. I'm alone with the chemist again. Doctor, I might need further assistance regarding the blood samples and also something more pressing. So is it true you're working with the police? I suppose Detective Course consulted me this morning about an ongoing criminal case. Oh, do I sense old flame flickering back to life? Your eyes are tricking you, Doctor. It has been ashes for a long time now, and nothing has changed. There is a hint of disbelief in her eyes, but I won't indulge her playful teasing as there is more important matters at hand. I clear my throat. So I would also like to ask you for information, as you may be acquainted with some of the victims of their friends and families. Alright, I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you, although I do need your sworn secrecy to this. Of course. I am adept at keeping secrets. You need not worry. Those samples I analyzed are part of the evidence in this case, right? That's right. Let us begin. I tell her the fundamental facts of the case while she listens silently all the while. When I finish my I can't speak today. Summation, she has only one word to say to me. Interesting. Records. Yes, the most intriguing piece of evidence. It's weird, isn't it, that it doesn't contain iron at all, even though it looks just like human blood. Not to mention the high percentage of phosphorus. Would you let me know if it ends up being a fairy at all? Only if I'm allowed. Is there any insight for chemistry as to why there would be no iron in red-colored blood? Sadly, no. I'm just as puzzled myself. Okay. Let's go ahead and This is a family photograph of Woldridge. Ah, yes, it is everywhere in the papers. When her father married the famous and one of the most beautiful socialites. The other man here is Mrs. Woodridge's stepbrother. Ah, okay, that explains it. Do you know anything about these people? Aside from being fabulously wealthy and well-known, not particularly. Okay, let's do this family next. This is Moore and her family. Could you tell me what you know about them? Well, I've heard that when Mrs. Moore's biological parents pass away, she has adopted she was adopted by her parents' trusted employees, from whom she received a lot of love. The employees couldn't have children, you see. Her biological parents left her a substantial inheritance, which she received when she came of age. She married out of love to a wealthy entrepreneur, they were hand in hand whenever they went. It's a sad thing, her luck seemed to slip away when she needed it most. Okay, she does seem to know more about that. While she sounds quite sympathetic, I can somehow sense a hint of jealousy in her voice. I should probably show her. I've done my best to pull all the details there, although I might have missed something regarding the curious blood sample. I found traces of arsenic in this blood sample. Yes, there was a that was reported by the forensics team too. One wonders who could have done such a thing to the poor girl. Actually, chemists do sell arsenic to common people to make their own weed killer and rat poison. I haven't done that in some time, not since the university contract. But I'm sure the detective has asked his henchman to collect. She doesn't like the police. That's kind of really obvious. Let's show the dead fae. A dead bug? Is this part of the evidence? My parents' greatest achievement. It's one of the things I wanted to ask you, Doctor. I don't know much about makeup. How popular is this powder amongst high society? The powder has been the craze lately among the upper class since my parents have successfully gotten Mary Pickford to do its advertisements. Well, I'll be Mary Pickford. Okay, that's none of the people who died. Show her that. Let's do this maybe. My, are you proposing to me, Professor? I'm afraid my heart still belongs to my late husband. I can hear sorrow seeping through her peppy voice. Quietly, I slipped the ring back into the box. This is tomorrow's gala. I'll not be going there since the opera is playing. I didn't know you were into opera, Doctor. My late husband and I used to go there for one of our dates. Sadness leaks through her eyes. I hadn't the faintest she'd been married before. Good at hiding it, I guess. Okay, time to show the crime scene photos, I guess. There's no sound to be heard as she stares at the photograph for a little while. I wonder if it's too much for her. Is this Mrs. Woolridge? It's a little difficult to recognize her because of she speaks with her usual sunny lit, which is quite surprising. I guess she had got a strong stomach. Yes, you're correct. What do you know of her? Everyone knows her and her family, that's pretty sure. They're one of the richest in the city, the elites of the elite. Accordingly, their circle consists only of a few selective people, such as your patron, I imagine. Oh, and their family likes to host charity events. Do you ever know her to dabble in occult matters? Unfortunately, what I told you previously is all I know about her. If she did dabble, do you think maybe her manner of death is a result of the occult matters? It's certainly a possibility. Huh. Okay, next one. Miss Moore? Mrs. Moore? I keep saying that wrong. It's Mrs., since there's an R. She recognizes the victim quite fast this time. We've met once or twice at a clothing store and exchanged a few pleasantries. Occasionally I would see her and her husband at various dinner parties as well. They were a lovely couple. Okay. Edna Nilbit. Ah yes, I know her, although I can't seem to recall her name. Mrs. Niblet. That's right. I saw her quite often at the auction, only going for rare coins. As usual, the winning bid was hers. I wonder if some of those coins carried some sort of curse, since they came from God knows wheres. Rare coins. That would probably explain the dead fae. Next is the last one, Mary Hatcher. Do you happen to know this girl? Unfortunately, no, I do not know her. It's surprising that she seemed rather unfazed by quite the gruesome photographs. I wonder if she had seen worse deaths caused by chemicals. Although, even if I had seen worse, I doubt I could muster such cheer. I never realized this particular side of her. Are you sure you got all the information you needed? Yes. I have no further questions. I believe I have enough information for now. Is that so? Well, alright. Earlier you mentioned you had a prior arrangement, so I wouldn't keep you any longer. Thank you for your time. You've been incredibly helpful. It's no problem. Don't hesitate to reach out if you require anything else. I give her a brief nod. Dr. Rayford then departs from my office. I'm alone again, but not for long. My assistant pops into the office. Professor, I'm heading home soon. Is there anything else I can do to help? No, I'll be perfectly fine. I think I'll stay and work for a bit longer. Okay, see you tomorrow, Professor. Have a safe trip home. Upon wishing me the same, Minnie leaves. I have some time until I have to wrap up my work day and head home from the office. Here we go. Okay. I have this... Something's up. Hello? Is there anything... This is like in the purple areas, so... Scribe magic appears blue, warrior magic red, and parasitic magic purple and violet. That's purple and violet. I read somewhere that most insects don't have iron in their blood. Huh. Okay. Mrs. Hatcher's. Nothing. Arsenic, huh? Okay, so yeah, that wouldn't appear with anything on it. Anything further down this way? Age 19 years old. Death from shock due to arsenic poisoning. Time of death 6:15 p.m. Victim profile: young factory girl, Note, despite not fitting the trend of the previous victim profiles, she has been preliminarily included in this case because she was seen having a heated conversation with the third victim shortly before the victim's death. Police reports the victim's father describes her as not acting like herself in the days before she passed. Shortly before her death, the victim visited the police station. Oh yeah, we read this all before. So put that there. That's the end of the investigation. It's the next afternoon. I should be grading assignments, or reviewing the lecture I'm going to deliver come Monday, or do anything productive in the realm of professional duties. Instead, I find my attention staying more and more towards the office door. I voice my frustrations to good old Oz. Theo will probably arrive at any moment. I can't stop wondering whether my explanation will be enough for him. In the past, no sort of explanation ever seemed to please him when it came to fairies. And why should it do so now? My voice cracks with concern. This time, he came to you bearing in mind the possibility of fairy involvement. He'd be a fool if he discredits you so soon. My fairy companion chirping becomes incredibly stern this time, but you need to get yourself together. You must remain steadfast and strong when facing the detective. Don't permit your voice to falter when presenting your findings. I know I can't let myself unravel at this point. It's just that he never solicited my opinion quite in this manner. A professional insight, no less. All the more reason to be calm as you can be. Maintaining your composure is essential to delivering a persuasive argument. I can't speak today. No matter what happens, at least you know you tried. At the end of the day, he's the one who needs to solve this case. You're right, of course you are. I'm not a detective, I'm simply a professor sharing my perspective. Thank you, Oz, for always taking me off the ledge. Just then, somebody knocks on the door. That's my cue to sail past your window ledge. Best of luck. I whispered in a hurry goodbye to my fairy friend. I'll see you tonight, Oz. Once Oz has fallen out, I direct my attention towards the door. Come in. My assistant marches in. Professor, you have a visitor. The detective? Minnie nods. Alright, send him in. Minnie nods once again and walks out of the room. Theo paces around a little bit after strolling in. He appears quite distracted. He finally stops and opens his mouth. So, what have you learned? I take a deep breath. Here it goes. I presented my findings to perhaps the most sought-after detective in the police force. Theo investigates cases right where the crime scenes unfolded. He's agonizingly familiar with the grit of the grime of the city's darkest presence. Meanwhile, as a professor, my expertise primarily revolves around the nebulous, the theoretical. I must do my best to stay calm and collected, just as Oz suggested. I've read the case files. Victims' odd behaviors shortly before death could be due to a hypnotic spell from fairies. The fourth victim went to the police station, but before she said anything, it seems she saw something that scared her away. It's possible that she saw something not human, and the manner of death. He interrupts me before I can finish. I have no time for assumptions. The papers telephoned our department this morning, said they found out about some of these deaths. So that's why he looked agitated. The chief is preparing a statement for tomorrow regarding this, so I'll just cut to the chase. Is there fairies' involvement? Yes. With everything that we've discovered so far, from the blood sample to the lady turning to stone, the fae, I have to say yes. Yes, I am certain of it. I can tell his interest is piqued. However, I like this first lay out the basic since I'm pretty sure you've discarded the things I told you in the past. He grumbles as if in admission of my statement. So far, we've identified 3 classes of fairies: warrior, scribe, and parasitic fae. Warriors have a strong offensive magic. Scribes' magic tend to be defensive, and parasitic magic is, well, parasitic. We faeologists have developed a tool called blacklight to detect traces of fae magic. It can even be detected through photographs if the magic is especially strong. Warrior magic glows red, scribes blue, parasitic shines purple. I found that seemingly fairies of one specific class are behind this. Which one is it? Parasitic. They are of the parasitic class. What is the evidence? 3rd victim's blood sample. I slot the blood sample beneath the blacklight and showed the magic traces. You see, it glows under the blacklight. I can see the purple traces, but what about the red glow? This red glow. Taking a moment to collect my thoughts. You're right, I must have missed it. What else you got? The ring. How does this prove parasitic involvement? I place the ring beneath the blacklight. You see, Mrs. Moore's ring glows purple underneath the blacklight. Red glow? The look on his face says it all. He's disappointed. But I didn't get an option to say something about the red, did I? Clearly you haven't been thorough in your investigation. Either you're missing important things or you just don't take this seriously as I thought. But I do take it seriously. If I could just reinvestigate. It's hard to get any sentence out of my mouth. No words of mine could ease the way he sees me now. It don't matter. We're running out of time. I can't find proof of it being usual drugs or poisons either. Even the most typical drugs don't cause this kind of bizarre hallucinations. No poisons could turn the whole body into hardened bones. But his eyes narrow on me, full of quiet acquisitions. Honestly, I can't believe this. You dedicated many, many years to study. What are you? I know you're clever, capable, competent, but you ought to consider changing your field. You're not cut out for forensics. I feel like I'm starting to see red. I can't believe he brings up my profession this way. I know I messed up, but you just crossed a goddamn line. He knows I tried my best, given the limited time, but he just keeps hammering away. It hits me all over again how easy it is for him to make me feel really small. I'm just laying down the facts. He says it so nonchalantly, as if he doesn't see the effect of his opinions on me. I can't do this anymore. My anger is beyond containment. I never want to see you again. Get out. Fine by me. I don't plan on ever coming back to this office anyhow. Upon picking up the box of evidence, Leo turned to leave. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. I find myself striding restlessly in my room, seething with frustration. Perhaps this is for the best. After all, a reason I walked away and it all coming back to me. As I was steadying my breath to calm down, I realized something. I haven't explained Dr. Rayford's findings on the blood symbols, how it could be fairy blood, and the significance of the scribe sigils on the prominent families. She gave me additional information too on the victims as well as popularity of the makeup. I didn't have a chance to tell him that. Well, so be it. I'm not going to write him or telephone him. Perhaps I'll just write an anonymous letter to the homicide department. But first, I ought to finish grading the assignment that I neglected yesterday. Jeez. It's been an hour and a half since I forced myself to get back to work, yet my anger hasn't subsided. Then it strikes me. I'm no more angry at Theo than I am at myself. How did I fail this? Why wasn't I thorough enough? Still, that doesn't give him the right to talk to me like that. I bury my face in my hands as I realize that I've merely been spinning in circles. Professor, is this a bad time? I look up at her in shock. When did she get in? I knocked, then waited for a minute. It then occurred to me that perhaps you didn't hear me. Sorry. My mind's in more than a little preoccupied. The detective had an intensely brooding expression when he left. I figured that the meeting didn't go well. I can stay longer today if you need to talk. Thanks, Minnie. I'm not sure about talking, but I could use some company. Of course, Professor. Would you like me to fetch us a bottle? Sure. Any preferences? Whichever bottle is the biggest, or whichever has the highest alcoholic content. Ending 6, Bottle Blues. Okay. Honestly, I like this game. I obviously missed stuff. I think I probably said something along those lines, referring to those in the previous video. But beyond that, this was actually really good. I actually really enjoyed this. Yeah. If you guys liked the video, like, subscribe, notification, all that stuff. If you guys want to see the beginning of this, I'll have it somewhere up on the screen right now. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, all the notification stuff. It will help out a lot. What else? Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. See you all in the next video, and I hope you all have a nice, lovely day. Bye.